Happy Wednesday! The week has gone past so fast. It's Wednesday 25th already. Okay? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's already the third day of this second week that we've been at home. Yeah? I hope you're all well. All my videos will start the same. I really hope that everything is fine at home. Yeah? Don't forget, let me know. I need to know how your work is going. I need to know if you're okay, if you have no problems, if you have no doubts. Just a short sentence is fine. It's more than enough, okay? We've got nothing else to say. Just, miss, I'm fine, we're all okay, thanks, bye. That is more than enough, yeah? Second reminder of the day. Reading. Remember I told you the previous English class that every day that we have English, we're going to have a reading moment. I need you guys to sit down with a story. Read it to yourself in silence. 1, 2, 3 times. The times that are necessary for you to understand the words and for you to be able to read them correctly, yeah? And then I need you to go to an adult, anybody at home, an adult ear that can hear you with your story. Read it out loud to that person, yeah? And maybe that person can ask you some questions now and then. It's not an obligation. What happened in the story? Who are the characters maybe? What is the title of the story? What was your favorite part? But what my objective is that you read, that you practice your reading. Yeah? Super. Today's class, as you can see, I'm super ready. Yeah? I've got my masking tape as a bracelet and my marker. Ready, steady, go. Okay? Today, we're going to review some things we saw the previous weeks when we were at school. Who can remember anything about this? About the story elements? Remember, the stories have different parts, have different elements that all together working as a team, just as we do, you guys and us, okay? All these elements working as a team together make up a beautiful story, okay? For example, today we're going to start super slow, yeah? We're going to start only with 2. The first one we're going to see today is the setting of the story. I'm sure the information is coming back to you already. And the second element of the story we're going to see today are the characters. Yeah? So, who can remember what the setting of the story was? Exactly, well done, guys. The setting of the story is where it takes place. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago. It's the place of the story. I know you're thinking about many stories right now. And longer stories have more than one setting. Yeah? The longer stories don't only take place in one place. For example, if I invent a story about Miss Kim as a teacher and she works at Chartwell School. It's a beautiful school, it's just like a house, it has a beautiful yard, okay? Well, that story is only at one place, Chartwell School. Maybe she can go from the yard inside or inside to the yard, right? But it's the same place, it's one place. Yeah? Longer stories could take place in different parts. For example, a longer story, we could say, she lived on a beautiful farm when she was a little girl, full of animals and everything all super green, and then she moved to a big city, full of buildings and full of houses and full of cars and full of noise. But then she married a prince and went and lived in a castle. So that invented story already has 3 different settings. Can you remember which ones they are? The farm, good. The noisy and big city, fantastic. And the beautiful big castle. Well done, that's it. Those are the settings. The place where the story is happening, where it's taking place. Yeah? For example, let me go to my super masking tip. If I show you this setting, what can we say about this setting? It's a very simple setting. Where is it taking place, this story? What can we see? This one is easy because we have a picture for this one. Remember the story we read at school? That we had the information? They told us where it was. This one is showing me where it is. What can we see? First, we need to see what we see. I can see mountains. Yeah? I can see a lovely country house. I can see trees, fruit trees. I can see an apple tree, and I can see an orange tree. So maybe this setting is a house in the mountains. Or maybe it's a farm out in the countryside. Yes? You will always have a description of the setting. Always. It could be 2 ways, or even the 2 ways working together again. You can have the drawing. The books that I read don't bring many drawings. But yes, they tell me exactly. They describe exactly how the settings and the characters and everything is. Because that gives me the chance to imagine it. To make it up in my head. Yeah? If they don't give me this, they would explain something like, it's outside of a city, there are some mountains around, there are many fruit trees. Yes? There is a big house, it has a red roof, the door is brown. You see how they take you by the hand, explaining you all the details for you to make it up in your head. Yeah? So, remember, the setting. Yes? Setting. Where the story takes place. Where it happens. Could be 1, could be 2, could be many different settings in one story. Yeah? Super. That's great, guys. Let me see if we can stick this here for a few seconds. I don't know if you can see it there, but... And the second thing we're going to see today are the characters. Again, the characters. Sometimes they describe them for you, or sometimes they draw them for you. Where did my... Oh, I'm sorry. It's right here on the floor. Yeah? As you can see, Miss Kim is a super drawer. She's fantastic at drawing, isn't she? Look at that. Amazing. Best drawings ever. The characters are the people or animals or things that turn into like humans, yeah, to be part of the story. For example, I remember one. Have you ever seen The Beauty and the Beast? In The Beauty and the Beast, there are many characters. You remember that? And the ones who haven't seen it, don't worry, I will tell you about it. There are many characters. This was a very big castle that a witch threw a spell on it. The prince wasn't a very nice person. So she threw a spell at the castle and at the prince. The prince, beautiful, handsome, beautiful hair, very nice, yeah, turned into a kind of monster, a kind of beast. And all the things inside it, all the furniture, all the tables, all the chairs and everything turned into life. So now they had legs, they had arms, and they walked around and spoke just like human beings. Those are the characters of a story. Each one of these guys had a name. They had names, and they interacted. They interacted with one another. Yeah, they talked, they helped each other. Yes, those are the characters of a story. Yes? Super. My characters can be, as I told you, can be humans, men, women, boys, animals. We've got Fluffy here, right here with us. Okay, Fluffy, the cat. He's not my cat, he's the neighbor's cat, but don't worry, he's part of my life anyhow. And he could be the character of my next story, Fluffy the cat. Each character, some appear more and some appear less. But that doesn't mean that one is better than the other one. Okay? All the characters are important, even if they appear just a little bit. Yeah? For something they appeared. If not, they wouldn't exist. Why would we invent a character if we don't need him in the story? That's not necessary. If the character is in the story, it's because of something. Because they're needed. Because they're needed in that team. So, 2 things today. Characters and settings. The characters can be many. I'm just summing up, okay? Characters, there are many. They're very important for the story. And they interact with different elements, with different people, with different things along the story. And the setting can be one or could be various settings during the story. This means the place where the story takes action, where it happens. Yeah? Great, guys. Now, instructions for you to work alone. Let me just get my copybook because I forgot. No, I haven't forgotten. That's not true. I'm just fooling you. Okay. First, remember, all the instructions are given in the morning's emails. I'm super worried about doing it super slowly, okay? So you can just follow along one by one easily so you don't skip any or so you don't make mistakes. Number 1, you're going to watch a short video. Yeah? Again, reviewing these parts of the elements of the story. And then you will find some worksheets attached to the email. Yeah? If you don't have a printer, that's fine. I know these are complicated days, and it's not like I can just go out and buy a printer, or I can go to a friend's house and print things out. Don't you worry. Look at the things on the computer, or on your iPad, or whatever you're using, and write them on a paper. You don't have to write the whole worksheet on the paper. Just write the title of the worksheet, so later when we meet again, I know what worksheet it is. Write question number 1 and the answer. Number 2, the answer. Number 3. If it's short or long, it doesn't matter. Don't get complicated these days. We've got more things that we need to worry about. Not if we've got or we don't have a printer. Okay? So don't worry. Keep healthy. Keep safe. And see you next class. Bye.